Dr. Afshin Shahi is a lecturer in international relations and Middle East politics at Bradford University, who joins me now. Is this the tip of the iceberg, what we've seen just there?
I mean, the video is quite interesting, but it did not tell us anything that we did not know before. Yes, I mean, social media is extremely important. And the Islamic State has been investing a great deal of resources on the usage of social media. But it would be extremely naive to assume that this is only the social media which the Islamic State is relying on for recruitment.
And of course, that's just one arm of recruitment as well.
Absolutely.
A marriage proposal. There are other reasons as well why people might be tempted to join Islamic State?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it is already established that it is difficult to pinpoint why people get radicalized. Radicalization, by definition, is multifaceted and multidimensional. For some people, an organization like the so-called Islamic State, appeals to their countercultural and adventurous side. For some people, an organization like ISIS appeals to their maybe religious or Puritan side. So it is extremely difficult to pinpoint. And at the same time, we need to realize that, I mean, it is probably not terribly helpful to only focus on the pull factors like the social media and the ways in which ISIS is utilizing social media. There are also push factors, and these push factors, in my opinion, are the most important assets at the disposal of an organization like the Islamic State. Push factors like social fragmentation, marginalization, and alienation.
Are we talking about hundreds of people in Yorkshire, in our country, or are we talking thousands? Do we know an answer to that?
It is extremely difficult to determine the exact numbers. But what we know is that actually overall, from the continent, from Europe, we had something between 4,000 to 6,000 people who we think they have already moved to the Islamic State. But the exact numbers, they are extremely difficult, if not impossible.
Very briefly, a magic formula to end all this?
I'm afraid there is no such a thing as a magic formula, particularly when it comes to tackling a very complex organization and a very complex recruitment strategy like what we just saw.
Dr. Shahi, thank you very much indeed for joining us this evening.
Thank you.
A 24-year-old man has admitted causing the deaths by dangerous driving of 3 people.